Hey everyone, I can't believe I'm doing this. So I have not been on YouTube for a long time. Um, and I've never been on YouTube live because when I used to do vlogs, that's what we called it back then. I don't know if they call it that anymore, but back in 19, well, not 19. Hello, I'm not that old. 2009, 2008 when I did music videos, but 2009 when I started doing weight loss videos, I was on a pretty strict diet, which was called the 8CG diet. And did it with a doctor, with a doctor. And then that was like the first round that I did. And then I started to meet other people who were doing the diet and they weren't using doctors. And so we were able to get 8CG from another source, because you don't really need a prescription for it if you're using it for weight loss. At least you didn't back then. And so we started doing it on our own, and we created this big community of weight losers, for lack of a better word, at the moment, because it's 11:37 p.m. Pacific time. So probably most of everybody in America is asleep. But so we did that, and we created a community, and we became good friends. And in 2009, the diet went on till the beginning of 2010. And then as the nature of dieting goes, sometimes you'll come back a year later and you're like, you've gained a little bit of weight. So you get back on the blog, and, because the reason why we do it is we try to keep accountable. Like, we try to stay accountable, and we need accountability buddies. And so that worked out really well for me. And I was able to pretty much maintain within like 5 pounds, no more than 10 pounds overweight. The first time I lost the weight, I lost about 26 pounds. And then every time I came back on to vlog, it was usually because I needed to lose 5 to 8 pounds, something like that. And so it was like easy, but you still got to get back on and have accountability partners. So I did that every time I needed it. And then life got busy, kids got older, you got more responsibilities. For me right now, even I'm, building a business, actually more than one business. And so it's been busy. And not only that, but I'm like officially in pre-menopause. Okay. For those of you guys who know me, who might be watching this on replay, you'll know that I turned 50 last year. And this year has been crazy in the sense of losing weight. Like, I used to be able to get back on clean eating, do exercise, and lose weight. Lose the weight that I gained from whatever it was, whether it was a crazy holiday vacation or whatever it is, a cruise or whatever. Able to come back, start clean eating, and get back to the weight that I was comfortable with. And that was usually around 140. 140 was like great for me. I mean, I realized when I lost 26 pounds or so that I think I got down to like 124, something like that. And it was crazy. It was so hard to maintain at 40 years old. And so I think I settled at around 135 for a long time. And every time I would hit 140, I would go back down to, and, clean eating and go back to 135, But now in the past couple of years, it's been increasingly hard. Difficult, okay? I'm talking like I've tried to do everything I used to do in the past to no avail. Like, I don't get the same response. That's not the word I need. The same outcome. I don't succeed in losing weight using the old way of doing it. And the only thing that I could think of that's causing that is, this is funny because I've never used YouTube Live. And so I'm looking at all these cool settings where you can like change filters. Anyways, a squirrel. Okay, how do you turn it off now? Yeah, so anyways, so I figured out that it was being in or being pre-menopausal. Like now that our hormones are changing, it's much harder to lose weight. So having said that, I'm back on here because the best way or the best strategy that I had in the past for losing weight was to actually hold myself accountable by coming on here and vlogging my life, because your life is it has a lot to do with success in weight loss. It's not just a diet, right, guys? It's like you're doing the diet, but life is happening around you and you're trying not to lose your shit, you know what I mean? When you're trying to diet. So that's what I'm gonna do. And this was just an impulse because I was, doing what I do usually. I'm a digital marketer now. And I was trying to just go through and watch and research things. And I ran across my old vlogs, which are on this channel. You guys can go look at them. They're 10 years old. They span from like 2009 all the way to like 2014 or something. And maybe I did some random ones after that, but not really. Nothing that was really extensive or like consistent since 2009 through 2013, 14, something like that. So I'm going to start back up. It's 2020, which has been, you guys all know, a rough year. And having to go through another weight loss journey while this craziness is happening would be virtually impossible for me if I didn't have any support out there. So I'm calling all my supporters out there. Hopefully people who are still subscribed to me can come back on here and see and, kind of like either come on the journey with me or like support me on the way. Let's just chat or do whatever. Because I think that would be super cool. So I think I'm going to post this link on my personal page so that the people that do know me can actually possibly like follow me again on this weight loss journey. And we'll talk more in my next videos as to how I plan to do that. But this is just an introduction and kind of to reintroduce myself out there, and especially on YouTube, which I haven't been on YouTube for a while. And this time it's going to be a life thing. It's not going to be just like strict, back then I used to say, okay, today I lost 1 pound. I ate this. This is what happened. I cheated. This is why I cheated. All this. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be a little bit more open, because now things have changed in the past 10 years where people are a lot more public with what they say. They trust people a little bit more online. Before, people online, you couldn't really trust them because you didn't know them. You weren't sure if you could really know someone, and still we have that problem for the most part. If we engage with each other, we get to know each other and we trust each other more than we used to 10 years ago. So I don't know if that makes sense. I'm sure it does, because everyone knows now that people are always online and it's not such a big deal as it used to be 10 years ago. You believe that? I mean, that's not even a long time, but things have changed so much. And this year specifically is probably a turning point in history. And so I think a lot of things will change permanently from now on. But I have faith. I have trust in God that this is just a stage in the world to help us grow and be better as a people and as a country and so on, and as the world. Yeah. So I hope you guys follow me on my journey. I don't plan to have these scripted or anything like that. They're all going to be pretty much from the heart and live action. And I hope that you guys eventually engage with me, because that will be a lot more fun, a lot more helpful, a lot more supportive. But until then, I will see you again on my next video, and I'll talk more about how I plan to do this weight loss journey. So till then, I hope you guys stay safe, stay well, and shaka. How do you stop it? Here you go.